Anything else new and exciting with your life?
Well, just like I said, kind of like you did some writing. I actually finished this book. I got the cover art right here. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Watch this.
It is the final.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Okay.
The final cover. The final countdown. This looks cool, man.
Yeah, it's called the Venerate Order. It's kind of got a dual meaning to it. Venerate means like holy.
Okay.
But also there's a species in the book called the Venerates. So it's kind of like their order, but also a holy order.
Oh.
That's
looks really cool.
Yeah, and the cover art was done by a guy named L Art. He's from the Philippines, and it's got a lot of Metal Gear and Final Fantasy.
I can kind of see that very JRPG / type of style.
Well, because that's what this whole book is inspired by, man. It's like Final Fantasy, Legend of Dragoon, like you got back there.
Oh yes, such a good.
Yeah, and it actually takes place in the not so distant future. This guy, he's from New Santa Barbara. If you guys know Santa Barbara, they changed it to
California.
Yeah, but he's just doing his thing. He's a college graduate, but then he stumbles upon this artifact, and then these people from this thing called the Federation come, and he gets entangled with a bunch of bad people, and he gets sent into an alternate reality, and he finds that his friends that are captured there, that they need help, and he meets these other people here on the cover, and they're all fighting their own battles too, and they all got to work together to stop these bad guys.
Dude, that sounds pretty excellent. So when is this coming out?
This will be late September, guaranteed. This year, 2016, September. It'll be on Amazon. I have a Facebook page and a YouTube page. Just search the Venerate Order, and I'm sure we'll put the links in there.
I'll link it down below.
Yeah, and
for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to come on the show because I'm a big fan, and I know you guys would probably have some fans that maybe are into this kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a reader myself and a writer, so this sounds intriguing. Even if you weren't my friend, I would, if I saw something like this, I'd be like, oh, it at least give me pause and be like, I should look into this. So that's cool, man.
Well, the biggest thing too is like I wasn't gonna put so much into the cover, but unfortunately, people do judge books by their cover.
Yes, they do. 100%.
And like I said, I went through 99designs.com. Amazing site if you guys are looking for that. And yeah, just this popped out and looked out, man.
So now, how long have you been writing this? Like, or has this been an idea embedded in your brain for a while, or?
Yeah, I think like most young kids, you have this story in your head, but this started in Japan in 2012, and a lot of diddling around, but I finally told myself, get it done, and so it's done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just curious, as the writer in me is coming out, how did you plot it out, or did you just start writing? I mean, obviously you had that idea, that
For
spur.
sure.
It has to start with an idea, obviously. But did you like outline? Did you start writing and then know your end goal? I'm just curious.
I kind of did the noob way. Like, this is my first novel, and I kind of wrote as I went, which a lot of people say that you shouldn't do, but it ended up working out. It's been through probably 10 edits, which kind of stinks because that's the hardest part for a writer, man, is
snipping away at things.
And the book completely changed.
Yep.
After I got my editor, she's like, this needs to change. I was like, are you kidding me?
It's my favorite part.
So, yeah, for all you writers out there, and I'm sure you know that writing is not easy. It's very challenging, and it takes up a lot of your time. That's why it took so long to get done. Because you're also trying to do other things too, and sometimes just gets put on the back burner, but it needed to get done.
Hey, that's the thing. If you have that like will, it needs to be done, then that's how it's gonna get done. Like, I have my book that I'm writing. I already finished one, but it's on the back burner because I don't like it. I mean, I like it. There's some parts there's aspects I like about it, but it's interesting because that book I plot out every single chapter.
Oh.
Like, all right, this is how I know I'm gonna do it. Now this new one I'm writing, and I'm in a couple of writers groups, and so we read each other's work every week or every other week. And they like this one so much better. And the weird part about this one, I knew 4 things going into it. I had a character in my head, and I had the end of the book and like 2 other scenes. And I was like, all right. And so I'm literally writing it, and then I'm doing a couple edits, and I throw it to the group. So I'm only like maybe 10 chapters in. And so I have an idea where it's going, but I don't. So it's kind of like what you're doing, and they seem to love it a lot more, which is weird. And the other one I planned out perfectly, and I was like, all right, I got this, I got this. I thought about the economy and everything about the world. And this one I barely thought of anything. They like it so much better. So it's like, why? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think it for each writer, it's good for you that you try different things, because sometimes you're just trying to find what your writing style is. So
That's true too. Like, and the weird part is I changed. My first book was third person. This one's first person, and I usually don't read first person books.
So it's like almost like a Harry Potter, like Harry goes down the street, but you're doing I went down the street kind of thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and it's more visceral to me, and like I just had an inspiration for this character and then going with it, and they seem to love it so far. So we'll see. Maybe someday I'll be on my own podcast being like, buy my book. So so it's going to be in September. I will obviously shout it out when it's available, and I will be reading it for sure. It's exciting, though. I mean, this cover is really awesome. I hope it shows up in this podcast because it's sweet.
Yeah.
If not, I'll drop the links down below, and you'll be able to check it out. The Venerate Order.
Yeah, it's it also the book also focuses around the 14 human emotions. And I can't name them all off right now.
That's totally fine.
But that's the right. Each person is a different colors because it correlates to a different emotion. Like the red guy, he's passion, and the blue guy is pride, and the dog, or I should say the wolf, is joy, which is orange. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, because I didn't want it to be like Dungeons and Dragons magic kind of thing. I wanted it to be something unique, something. And I searched up that title, and nobody ever came up with the title, because that's what my editor told me. She's like, you want a title that nobody has ever had, because if you look up Guardian, there's millions of books named Guardian or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's weird because I always thought like, if somebody really wanted to, they could go out and publish a book called Harry Potter, because titles aren't like copywritten, which is really weird. But you don't want to do that because you want something unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just been a fun journey, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's the coolest part, learning stuff about things. I like that you have influences of JRPGs, so that's going to be cool because I want to see how that translates to a book for you, just in general, because I know you.
And I think the biggest writing style influence was the Divergent series.
Oh, interesting.
I only read Allegiant. Not going to try to say I read all of them.
Good.
But I liked how
we don't like liars here.
I just liked how Veronica Roth, I like how she wrote, because each chapter was like a different person. I don't know if you've read them.
I haven't actually, no.
Have you seen the movies or anything?
Mm-mm. I know what it's about, though.
Okay, well, it's mainly like a guy and a girl.
And flip-flops.
And they have a romance, but they're also leaders. So it's like from one chapter it's from her perspective, and then from another chapter it's his. Oh. And so even like whether they're having a romantic moment, they're having a fight, they're going through something, you see it from a male and female perspective.
That's cool.
And this is mainly follows the main character named Strafe, but you do have some chapters that will have other main characters in there to give you a different viewpoint, so it's not one-sided.
I like that.
Yeah, freshens it up a little bit.
And that's cool because you will identify with writers that you like, and so it's cool finding a style. And obviously your style is going to be different because it's you.
Yes.
But at least you found something like, oh, that's how I want to write. And it's funny, like Q's, I think, the first like good first-person book I read was this guy from, I want to say it's Mark Lawrence, and that was the first first-person point of view that I really liked. And I was like, oh, maybe I could write it this way. That book probably spurred somewhere in the back of my head. Who knows? I read that series a long time ago, but maybe that got embedded in my brain. Like, this is how I want to do it somewhere down the road.
Yeah, man. I just see it. Whatever you want to do with the book, whoever you are as a writer, just get it done, because I would love for this to be big, but if it's not, I did it for me.
I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you wrote for you, but if you make a couple million off it,
you complain. Woo, yeah, why not? If I sell 100 copies of my book, I'll be happy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going through Amazon, and I'll send you guys more information about that. I think I'm just gonna do the paperback and then the Kindle.
Mm-hmm. No hardcover. Don't need it.
They wanted to do some other stuff that was going to cost money. It's like, no, that's not.
Trying to make
I'm poor enough as it is. I'm writing books, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got money when
yeah,
you're doing
that's
that.
true.
So
The story of my life right now.
yeah, but I hope people like it. This is my first promotion of it, so thank you.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you, Three Brothers.
Anytime, you know.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be here and at this point in my life.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Well, if you like what you saw here, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll have the links for this guy right there. So when it comes out in September, we'll check it out together and have a good old reading session. That'll be awesome. So
Appreciate.
until that day, I have no idea when we're going to air this because this isn't the normal Three Brothers one, but whatever. So until then, cheers and good day.